Hi everyone, my name is Jessie. Thank you so much for checking out my YouTube channel today. I am a saleswoman, a mom, and a self-help junkie, and I have recently restarted my channel and create content all about self-development and self-improvement. This includes topics like health, nutrition, fitness and weight loss, personal finance, and career development, as well as mental health and spiritual enlightenment. So if that is the type of content you are interested in, I encourage you to like, subscribe, and stick around. Living a healthy and active lifestyle is at the top of my list of priorities, and I could learn about fitness and nutrition all day, every day, and never get tired of it. And today I want to share the reasons that you might not be seeing the success that you are hoping for. And it has nothing to do with your calorie intake, and it has nothing to do with your activity level. It's all about what is going on in your mind. And in my research, I stumbled upon the psychologyofeating.com, and they broke it down into 3 topics. So today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a high-level overview of these 3 different topics. And then in the next couple weeks, I will be including videos that go into a little bit more depth into each of these topics. So the 3 psychological reasons that you might be struggling with your weight loss are stress, pleasure, and behavior. These are all connected, but they serve very different purposes. So reason number 1, stress. We are all probably pretty familiar with stress, and by now we have probably all become very familiar with the stress hormone, cortisol. Cortisol is produced in the middle zone of the adrenal cortex and is responsible for a very important function. Basically, cortisol is what helps our bodies prepare to spring into action when we are in danger. I'm sure most of us are familiar with the fight or flight response. This is all cortisol. However, when our body's cortisol levels remain high, it becomes very hard for us to lose weight because we flip into survival mode, and this actually forces our body to increase the fat storage so that we're able to access extra energy if we need to run from a bear or if we're forced to live in a nutrient deficient environment for a long period of time. How many of us find ourselves stressing over situations that are actually not life-threatening? Specifically, how many of us find ourselves stressing out over the number on the scale? This produces cortisol, which you guessed it, is going to make it even more challenging to lose weight. So we need to find ways to reverse that cortisol spike, and bringing that cortisol level down will help us lose weight. And if you want some tips about how to bring those cortisol levels down, then I encourage you to check out my next video, which will be all about how to lower stress, which means lowering the cortisol, which will make it easier to lose that body fat. The second psychological factor is pleasure. Pleasure lowers stress. Lowering stress lowers that cortisol. And when we're lowering that cortisol level, we're flipping ourselves out of fight or flight and into a mode of relaxation. Which sounds good, but what are some of the issues that go along with pleasure? Well, pleasure is all about what is pleasing to us and what pleases our brain. Anytime we're doing anything that is pleasing to us, we're giving ourselves a nice hit of dopamine. And the problem is that we can actually become addicted to anything that gives us that shot of dopamine. In fact, our brains are wired to seek out those hits of dopamine. Human beings are wired to enjoy things that are instantly gratifying. So eating gives us a nice shot of dopamine. Sugar gives us a quick shot of dopamine. Nicotine, gambling, anything that you find pleasing to you is going to give you a nice shot of dopamine. Now, we can win this battle by rewarding ourselves after we achieve certain goals. I am so excited to share about some ways that you can use this to your advantage, and I can't wait to share these tips in the video all about pleasure and weight loss. Lastly, we have behavior. And behavior is all about what we do. But why is it so hard to sync what we do with how we feel? we want instant results and instant gratification. Weight loss, building muscle, losing body fat, those are things that usually don't happen instantly. They happen over time. Well, some people want their results a little bit more quickly than the number of days it takes to build a habit, especially if we're trying to replace a bad habit with a good one. The other point is all about our fundamental beliefs. If we don't believe that the effort that we're putting forward is going to help us achieve the desired goal, then we're not going to continue to put forward that effort. And that's what makes it hard to continue on with healthy behaviors when it comes to a healthy lifestyle, because we are not seeing the results, and we're not seeing them as quickly as we would see results if we were doing another activity. That we can't rely on motivation alone, because motivation is fleeting. So that is why you often hear about people talking about baby steps, goals that we are going to be able to achieve in a shorter amount of time, which will help solidify some of those beliefs about the habits that we're trying to build. And I cannot wait for the behavior video, because I will be sharing all about the behaviors and baby steps that you can put into practice to help you move forward and reach your overall goal. So again, thank you so much for checking out my channel. I appreciate you liking and subscribing, and I hope to see you next time.